Imagine you are standing in the heart of a hurricane. All around you, there is a violent, screaming storm of 100-foot-high waves. Debris is flying. The wind is howling. It is pure, terrifying chaos. But right where you are standing, in the eye of the storm, there is a dead, unnerving, and absolute calm. Ow. What if your soul could be in both the storm and the eye at the exact same time? This is the strange, disorienting, and profoundly lonely experience of feeling everything and nothing all at once. It's the feeling of a deep well of unshed tears sitting behind your eyes, but being completely unable to cry. It's knowing, on an intellectual level, that you should be furious, but feeling nothing but a flat, gray, static emptiness. It is a frantic, buzzing anxiety that lives under a heavy blanket of numbness. It is being overwhelmed and empty simultaneously. If you know this feeling, you know the deep confusion that comes with it. You start to ask yourself, am I broken? Am I faking my own feelings? Why can't I just feel things properly? You feel like a walking contradiction, a paradox that no one else could possibly understand. But I am here to tell you that what you are experiencing is not a contradiction. It is not a sign that you are broken. It is a logical, brilliant, and deeply intelligent survival strategy of a nervous system that is completely and utterly overwhelmed. Let's reframe this. Imagine the emotional circuits in your brain are like the electrical wiring in a house. An emotional experience is like electricity flowing through those wires. The feeling of everything is what happens when there is a massive power surge. A lightning strike of pain, fear, grief, or stress hits the house. The wires start to glow red hot. The lights flicker wildly. The alarms are screaming. This is a state of hyperarousal. Your nervous system is in fight-or-flight. You feel raw, agitated, and flooded with more emotional energy than your circuits can handle. Now your brain, the master electrician of this house, knows that if this power surge continues, the entire house will burn down. So, it does something brilliant. It runs to the main fuse box and flips the master circuit breaker. Click. And in an instant, a profound silence. Emptiness. Numbness. This is the feeling of nothing. It is a state of hypoarousal or dissociation. It is your nervous system's emergency shutdown protocol, designed to protect you from a pain that would be annihilating. Now here is the key to understanding your experience. Feeling everything and nothing at the same time is the experience of a nervous system that is so overwhelmed by the storm that it is constantly tripping its own circuit breaker to survive. The wires get red hot, and the power cuts out. The feelings flood in, and the numbness takes over. It is not a contradiction. It is a sequence happening so fast it feels simultaneous. It is the frantic, exhausting dance between being completely flooded and completely shut down. This is not a system that is broken. This is a system that has been trained, often from a very young age, to handle an unbearable amount of electricity. This pattern is often learned in a childhood environment where feeling your emotions fully was simply not safe. If you grew up in a chaotic or abusive home, your big feelings, your anger, your sadness, your fear might have been met with punishment, ridicule, or an even bigger, scarier emotion from a caregiver. So your brain learned a vital survival skill. It allowed you to feel the initial, authentic emotion. But just before that feeling became dangerous, it would flip the switch, and you would go away into the safety of your own internal numbness. Or perhaps you grew up in a home with emotional neglect. Your big feelings weren't punished. They were simply ignored. You learned that there was no one there to help you navigate the storm of your own heart. So, your brain learned to do it for you. When the feelings got too big, it would shut them down, because feeling them all alone was too overwhelming. You learned to disconnect from your own inner world, because it was a lonely and scary place to be by yourself. So you arrive in adulthood with a nervous system that is an expert at this dance. It is a system that has a very narrow window of tolerance for emotion. The moment a feeling gets too intense, the old familiar programming kicks in, and the circuit breaker trips. The problem is that the breaker now gets tripped for things that are not life-threatening. A difficult conversation, a moment of vulnerability, seen in a movie. The surge comes, and your system, not knowing the difference, shuts you down to protect you. So how do we begin to heal this? How do we learn to stay in the house without the wires overheating or the power cutting out? The goal is not to feel more or to feel less. The goal is to gently and patiently expand our capacity to feel safely. It is about slowly and lovingly upgrading the wiring in your own house. The first step is to stop fighting the numbness. When that empty, disconnected feeling rolls in, our instinct is to panic. But that numbness is your protector. It is the circuit breaker that has saved you 1,000 times. So, when you feel it, see if you can meet it with a whisper of gratitude. Ah, the protector is here. I understand you are trying to keep me from drowning in the storm. Thank you. This simple act of reframing it as a friend, not an enemy, can reduce the fear and shame around the experience. The second step is to gently reconnect with your body. The entire experience is a disconnection from the body. The way back is through the body, but it must be done in microdoses. You cannot force it. When you are in the everything state, the storm of hyperarousal, your job is to signal safety and calm. Use grounding techniques that are soothing. Hold a piece of ice in your hand and just focus on the sensation of cold. Splash cold water on your face. Press your feet firmly into the floor. Practice long, slow exhales. These are direct messages to your nervous system that say, the immediate danger has passed. You can power down the alarm. When you are in the nothing state, the numbness of hypoarousal, your job is to gently signal life and activation. Use grounding techniques that are gently stimulating. Slowly stretch your arms over your head. Gently rock back and forth in your chair. Listen to a piece of music with a strong, steady beat. Smell something bright, like a lemon or peppermint. We're not trying to force the feelings to come back. You are gently knocking on the door of your own house, letting your system know that it's safe to turn the lights back on. This is the slow, courageous work of widening your window of tolerance. It is about teaching your nervous system, with great compassion, that it no longer lives in the dangerous house of your past. It is about proving to yourself, one gentle, regulated breath at a time, that you can handle the electricity of your own life. You are not a contradiction. You are a survivor. And this strange, confusing state of feeling everything and nothing is a testament to the incredible lengths your brain has gone to get you here. The journey now is to let that brilliant protector know that you are safe, that you can feel the storm, and you can feel the calm, and you can survive them both. If this video was helpful for you, please show your support by clicking the like button. To continue this journey of healing, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications. And if you know someone who struggles with this confusing feeling, please share this video. It might be the validation they need to understand they are not broken. Thank you for watching. You're allowed to feel.